И всем привет! Сегодня мы опять же таки продолжаем проходить Hogwarts Legacy. Это уже 7-я серия. Так, в прошлой серии мы поговорили со Себастьяном, изучили новое заклинание, которое вот тут находится, вот на единичке у меня. И в прошлый раз мы выполняли задание, не довыполняли, поэтому дальше нам надо попрактиковаться в использовании конфриго. Или правильно прочитал? Да. Конфриго.
How's it feel? That's it. I think I've got it. Well done. I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. So this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
This is exactly the type of magic I've been hoping to learn.
There's more where that came from. Been practicing similar spells here for ages. Although, I didn't tell Anne and Ominous about every one. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
Just let me know when and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. I assume it's to do with what you told me. About the Portkey and Gringotts and Ranrock.
Nothing gets past you. And yes, it is. As I'm sure you suspect, there is a bit more to all of this.
I'm listening.
Так, не знаю, рассказывать ему правду или нет. Думаю, ладно, расскажем и потом этот.
You must promise to keep this
Мало ли
between
что.
us.
I trusted you with knowledge of the secret Undercroft. You can trust me.
All right. I can see traces of ancient magic.
Ancient magic? I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that. What does that even mean?
Honestly, I'm not entirely certain. All I know is that I can see whispers of an old magic that hardly anyone else can. Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out.
And this ability of yours, does it allow you to wield this magic too?
I don't know.
Well, when you do know, tell me. I've been studying archaic forms of magic for ages. Perhaps we can help each other. In the meantime, with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, I suspect a bit more time practicing the blasting curse is in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between us. When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
Так, ну, рассказывать об этом месте это не проблема. Так, выходим отсюда. В принципе, мне все равно делать тут нечего, и как бы мы вроде попрактиковались в этом заклинании.
Hello, Sebastian. Wait. You there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello. Ominous, isn't it? I believe we have potions together. And herbology?
I recognize that voice. Heard you talking to Gareth Weasley in potions class. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
That room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and then suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian told you, didn't he? You breathe a word about this place to anyone, and not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster. I am not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
Какой говнюк-то.
You needn't threaten me. I'm not going to say anything about your undercroft. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help. Sebastian is going to get an earful about this.
Ну, говнюк, а. Пришибить бы его, но... Да не могу. Так. Тут дополнительное задание, ну... Давайте для разнообразия, может быть, какой-нибудь выполним. Так. Фиксирующее заклинание, да? А это ему надо, наверное, в комнате зелья... Короче, а где зелье варить? А где-то там, но... А я не знаю, где это. Я уже даже не помню, где мы там варили зелья. Еще, насколько знаю, есть своя комната личная, но... В которой там, ну... Не совсем личная, но, короче, там можно строить, там что-то делать, а я это не знаю, поэтому... Пока что это... Потом, может быть, задание выполним. А что-нибудь другое есть? Вот, купить метлу. Вот это пригодится. Вот за метлы можно будет сгонять сейчас. И нам надо сгонять вот сюда. Есть телепорт? Есть. О, по-моему, здесь еще и сундук есть, кстати, с глазом. Если это тот самый город, в котором мы первые попали. А, по-моему, единственный такой. Да. Вот как раз вот здесь вот есть сундук. Где-то. Стоп. А. Кстати, тут еще есть. А, но под замком. Короче, тут где-то был еще сундучок. А где он был? Ща найдем. Так, где-то вот тут я проходил. И вот за этим зданием, по идее... Нет, не за этим. А где? Не, я сейчас буду искать. Так, там это внутри. А, вот он, ё-моё. А он с глазом, этот сундук, да? Да прыгай ты. Не, этот без глаза. А где с глазом, который? Блин, а вот надо, наверное, продать какое-нибудь снаряжение, заодно этих монеток получить. И избавиться от ненужного. Так, ну тут какой-то сундук есть. А, он с глазом. А, блин, а у меня ж... Места нет, может быть, что-нибудь есть такое, что не надо, вот это вот. Так, теперь можно тебя... Все, пойдет. Так, теперь можно выполнить задание. Мне, по идее, сейчас должно хватить нормально там на какую-нибудь метлу. Но, кстати, это не тот сундук с глазом, надо будет поискать еще.
New face. Wonderful.
Hello, Mr. Weeks, is it?
Albie Weeks at your service. Welcome to Spintwitches. Apologies if you came by before and weren't able to come in. Shop's been closed since trade routes were disrupted. Had to travel as far as London to meet with my supplier. And I've only just returned, thankfully with inventory. I presume you're in the market for a new broom? Got a few rare U-weavers available. Ember Dash, Silver Arrows. Wind Wisps too. No matter what broom you choose, you'll be pleased. They're all exceptional, both in quality and performance.
Sounds quite the array of brooms. I'll have a look around. Thank you.
Ну
What are you
давай.
looking for today?
Что я купить могу? А, не одни и те же.
That item is of the highest quality.
А, вообще, считай, без разницы.
That item is of the highest quality.
Не знаю, давайте вот такую, что ли. Она еще светится. Кстати, продать можно что-то. Вот это надо
Nice
все
doing
продать.
business with you.
Я надеюсь, что-нибудь свое не продам сейчас. Или я уже продал. Так, ну шляпу... Шляпу я не буду трогать. Так, или на мне уже что-то есть надетое. Кстати, вот от этого всего можно, в принципе, избавиться, хоть они и легендарные. Так, а насчет
Thanks for
моего
stopping by.
одеяния?
Hope to see you
А.
again. What are we
Всё, я
looking
понял.
for today?
Короче, ладно, покупаем вот эту метлу
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you.
и продадим ненужные для меня вещи.
Thanks for stopping
Так.
by. Whilst nearly any broom will certainly be a step up from the practice brooms in Kagawa's class, they all have their limitations. You seem to be a flyer who might be interested in, say, some enhancements?
Go on.
Ha! Knew I was right about you. I think you'll be quite happy with the performance of any broom at lower altitudes. But you may notice that speed consistency tends to falter as you rise. I believe I can remedy this issue. I have some ideas for enchantments, upgrades, if you will, that will improve the performance of any broom you fly. What I need is someone to conduct a broom flight and report back to me so I can perfect the upgrades. As it happens, another Hogwarts student, Imelda Reyes, is using abandoned broom courses for time trials. Clever girl. An ideal situation for collecting flight statistics. If you were to compete for the best time and succeed, then report back to me with how your broom behaved, I could complete work on my first upgrade. What say?
Но это можно.
That sounds intriguing. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. It'll be worth your while. If I'm right, the new upgrade ought to enhance brooms in every regard. And I can give you a special price. The time trial should be a bit of fun too. Go to the Quidditch pitch and Imelda Reyes will sort you out. Once you've beaten
Revelio.
be sure
Так,
to let me
забираем
know.
вот эту писанину и сундучок. Так, запреты на
Can't
полет.
help
Ну,
but admire Mr. Weeks' enthusiasm.
так, вон. Как раз у нас это задание стоит. Не, я бы все же поискал бы, может быть, что-нибудь еще. Ну, там вижу сундучок.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Может быть, я забрал в прошлый раз тогда тот сундук. По-моему, я забрал его.
Revelio.
А это, кстати, что? А. Фигня. Так, я вроде видел страницу пока еще. Кстати, 2 страницы осталось. Может быть, поискать? Ну, по-быстрому, если вот так.
Revelio. Accio.
Так, сюда. И последнюю страничку где-нибудь.
Revelio.
Prisoners even look out of Azkaban.
Snips in the hat, if you please. How wonderful!
Подсказал бы ты мне, где страничка последняя находится? А, вон она. Так, мне испытания доступны награды. Так. Так, а ну-ка. Что там есть? Задание или... Стоп. Так, это не то. Питание, задание. Так, вот, кстати, здесь. Но это мне не надо, а вот насчет заклинаний. Конфринга. Давайте. Так. Что тут у нас? Блин, а вот выручай комната, она где находится? Вот. Ладно, потом с этим. Наверное, в следующей серии я до записи посмотрю, как там попасть в эту выручай комнату и как, кстати, вот получить снарягу эту всю. И давайте телепортироваться туда. Если у меня открыт, конечно, телепорт. А, все, я знаю, где это. Это мы в прошлой серии там пролетали. Кстати, а как метлой это пользоваться? Я что-то ее купила.
Revelio.
Так, это не то. И управление надо посмотреть. Так, где у меня? Это не то. Так, вот. Вот, взлететь. Задерживать типа надо. Или это не то? Наверное, когда на метле. Так. Да что-то тут нету этого всего. Так, а может быть это как-то... А. Во. То есть всего-то на тройку надо нажимать. Допустим.
Hey you, Gryffindor.
А как слезть? А, вот. На Б.
Imelda Reyes? Albie Weeks sent me.
Did he now? Still tinkering with his broom upgrade, no doubt. I tried to help him once. He nitpicked my flying technique, and that was the end of that. The nerve. Why is he roping you into his broom testing silliness? You've barely started flying from what I know. Caught wind of you showing off in flying class with Clopton.
I don't know what people have said, but I certainly wasn't showing off.
Tell that to the rest of the school. But it doesn't matter. Everyone knows that class is only for beginners, troublemakers, and bumbling baboons. But for some reason, now people think you're competition. Ugh, I can't be having that.
Perhaps I am competition.
You're not even Slytherin. Could be a useless squib for all I know. Enough of this. Only one way to find out who's the better flyer. I hold one of the fastest times on this course. Let's see if you can beat it. Slytherin versus Gryffindor.
Actually, why not? I can beat your record.
I'm so looking forward to seeing you lose.
Ну, давайте. Так.
Made it. Could have done better.
Блин.
This is rather fun. Brilliant. Success.
Ну, чуть сложновато, конечно, вот это. Особенно то, что на Ctrl, блин,
Now
снижаться.
that's more like it.
Ну, одно кольцо пропустил, я думаю, ничего страшного, наверное. Так и так.
Ugh, that's not. You must have cheated. Ugh. Fine. You won. Don't think this is over. You can't determine skill from one single trial.
Surely my win means something.
You're not terrible, but you're still going to have to prove yourself if you want to earn my respect.
Challenge accepted then.
Perhaps you have what it takes after all. We shall see. But don't get your hopes up. The next course near Irondale offers a much tougher challenge. You can try to prepare by racing this course again. Just check in at the podium, where the leaderboard is. You can check your time and start the race. We'll see next time if your win here was more than just a fluke. Whilst on an errand for Albie Weeks.
Так, я надеюсь, там не было слышно удивлений каких-то. Так вот
I
сделаем.
suspect Mr. Weeks will be glad to hear how I
Так, на
fared.
тройку же? Или через стапы на 3, вот так вот только метлу вызывать. Ну, давайте, я не знаю, полетаем. Кстати, а как эту фигню, блин, использовать? Резкое ускорение на ЛКМ. Ё-моё. Да так можно бесконечно просто ускоряться. Даже шкала не нужна. Блин. Да я могу на мостик, пожалуйста, как-нибудь. Наконец-то.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Oh, you're back! With something to report, I hope?
Mr. Weeks, I was able to set a record on my broom.
Incredible! Miss Reyes must have been shocked. Tell me, how was the broom?
A little turbulent and it's wanting for a bit of speed, but it fared well enough. I will say that it tended to drift a bit to the left on certain turns. Heard a slight swoosh when I dipped.
Oh, thank you. That's precisely what I needed to know. Drifted, eh? I shall get to work immediately. Even the naysayers will be forced to admit that my work's had potential all along.
I'm excited to hear more.
I have a very good feeling about this upgrade. I guarantee you'll be pleased. Expect to hear from me soon.
А хочу у тебя купить те же самые метлы нам можно будет. Да.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Так, теперь пошли выполнять сюжетное задание. Так, карта Хогвартса. Сюда. Так, я метку не поставил. Все. Начинать.
Professor Weasley? Somewhere away from prying eyes.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard. I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
After you, Professor. What is this place?
This is the Room of
Oh.
Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor.
The house elf I was speaking to in my class
Revelio.
on your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you found it.
Это очень хорошо, что мы попали в вручную комнату.
There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess. This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room. I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then you can clear the chairs away.
Так, это нам надо вот сюда. А мне, получается, недоступно тут. Ладно, тогда пусть здесь
Splendid.
будет.
Now, cast Evanesco on those chairs. Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on.
А, не могу тебе, ты
Where
исчезла.
in Merlin's name is that elf?
Так. А, я ждал тебя целую вечность. Похоже, твой список поручений куда длиннее, чем ожидалось. Если захочешь встретиться, еще раз дай мне знать. Искренне твой Т.
Can't believe it's still here. I'll just take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Yes, Professor.
Да ладно.
Dear me. Can't you keep it down? Some of us are trying to rest.
Так, этот вытянуть надо. Или это не то, то что... А, ну вон. И дальше можно? Хотя там и не видно, что можно было бы.
Hope this isn't as precarious as it looks.
An intruder! Stop them! No, no! That's not helpful, you worthless pile of tin!
Комната решила, что мне нужно помыться. Обидно вообще-то. А шо бы нет? Может, ты воняешь?
How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here? Revelio.
Надеюсь, ничего не пропустил там.
What was that? Was that a golden stitch?
Золотой ключ? В смысле, не понял.
Perhaps you should summon your wits and find out.
Accio! Revelio.
Так, я не понял.
Accio.
Блин, только не застревай. Я, кажется, надо просто запихнуть туда как-то. Да блин, ты можешь нормально, блин, встать как-нибудь. Так, попробуем еще раз. Короче, это, кажется, бесполезно будет сейчас. Надо, наверное, выйти и как-то его подвинуть, потому что там... Так. Во. Теперь, по идее, я бы мог бы потиснуться, разве нет? В смысле, я ж могу. Или как ты мне предлагаешь это все делать? Или я что-то неправильно все же сделал? Ну, надо было наоборот этот ящик вытащить. Так, попробуем вот так вот. Да, все.
Revelio.
По разным местам, там лут всякий.
I hope that house elf can find us in here.
Так, что-то еще за комната.
Yikes! Careful! Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deke's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description.
Это, кстати,
Excellent. It
вот
can
это вот.
identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed.
Как раз про то, что я говорил в самом начале. Про эту комнату и про саму вообще выручая комнату. Так, вы разблокировали стол определения. Используйте его, чтобы обнаружить любые скрытые магические свойства неизвестного снаряжения, которое вам удалось найти. Да, ну давай, столь. Раз у меня вон. Маска из психиатрической лечебницы. А ну-ка. То, что надо. Не, вот это одену. Не понял. А, с 13 уровня. Так, а перчатки у меня там были? Нет.
You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you. Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure the potion station and potting table. You should find both familiar, since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in class.
Так, наколдуйте стол для горшков и наколдуйте стенд для зельеварения. Так. Не понял? А, вот. Да блин, я не сюда его хотел.
Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds.
Так вообще правильно его расположил тут? Так, и последняя. Не понял. А, у меня уже есть этот стол. Все.
Deke will be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
Так. Как раз вот насчет зельеварения у нас же есть задание на это. Вот. Фиксирующее зелье, которого у меня... Вот оно. Блин, а это надо еще в магазин, тогда опять же таки все равно придется отложить это задание. Так. Ну это, наверное, мы будем выполнять в следующей серии. Вот эти все задания. А пока что выполним следующее. И, наверное, последнее. Так. Ну телепортироваться туда все равно бесполезно. Он прям под нами. Кстати, тут сундук там сверху. А сюда я теперь могу зайти? А. Ну-ка, смогу подобрать. Кстати, тут 2 штуки получается. А, блин. О! Подобрал.
Revelio.
И это все? Да. Такое себе.
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Nearly Headless Nick asked me to get some rotten roast beef from the kitchens.
Rotten roast beef?
Yes, I thought it was odd too. But then we took the roast beef to Sir Podmore of the Headless Hunt, and...
You met the Headless Hunt? That must have been interesting, to say the...
Yes. And then I had to find Richard Jackdaw's head in the pumpkins so that he'd tell me about how he died.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book.
О, мы, кстати, сейчас вернемся в ту самую комнату.
The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way.
Там, где
And a
этот
portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us
мужичок.
there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves. To think it was beneath us all this time. map, there's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the map chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
I do recall seeing the memory, but I don't remember all of the details.
My friend Charles and I spoke of the Portkey and of trials we'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until perhaps now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
Да нет, вроде мы ее, кстати, не видели. Или видели. Ладно.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful, and do not tell anyone where you're going.
Так. Ладно, маску эту все же сменю. Пусть будут эти очечки. Они, конечно, как-то странно выглядят на мне. Ну, на персонаже. Ну да ладно. Ого. А я могу туда сразу телепортироваться? Ну или хотя бы как-нибудь поближе? Нет. Ну, думаю, в принципе, можно вот отсюда добраться до туда и на этом закончить. Думаю. Так, надо как раз на метле своей полетаем. Заодно, может быть, смотрим этот лес. Может, где-нибудь еще телепорт можно будет открыть. Яй-яй. Думаю, надо повыше как-то лететь. То еще собьют. А сколько далеко я вообще могу сейчас залететь? А, ладно. Блин. Ну так нормально, конечно, пролетел. Ну да ладно, на этом, наверное, я закончу. Где-нибудь встану. Ладно, вот здесь встану. На этом, в общем, все. Продолжение будет в следующей серии. А пока что подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте лайки. До скорых встреч!